In this video we're looking at working out some arc lengths. An arc length is the distance part the way around a circle, so from here to here. And here's a formula for doing it. Arc length equals pi times the diameter. Now that's the distance around a full circle, it's the circumference of a full circle. Then what you do is you multiply it by the fraction of the circle that you're working with. So if you know that angle, it's whatever that angle is out of 360. That'll work out the distance from there to there. If you wanted to, you could work with this using a formula that arc length equals, instead of pi d, the distance all the way around a circle, you can use 2 pi r there, if that's the formula you like to use for working out the circumference of a circle. So you could do it like that: full circle circumference of a circle times the fraction of a circle that we're working with. In this case here, if we want to work out the distance from here to here, I'll call it S. That arc length S is equal to the full circumference of a circle. Now I'm using pi times diameter, pi d times the fraction of the circle we're dealing with. So it's going to be pi 3.142 times the diameter of this circle, the distance all the way across it. Now the radius is 6, the diameter would be 12, times that angle there, theta, 45 out of 360 degrees in a circle. And you can work it out on your calculator. 3.142 times 12, that'll give me the circumference of the full circle, and now I've got to times it by 45 and divide it by 360, and the distance from here to here works out to be 4.713. The question was written in centimetres, my answer is in centimetres. Let's have a go at another couple of questions. Arc length S equals pi d is the distance all the way around that circle, times by the fraction of the circle that we're dealing with, 132 out of 360 degrees in the circle. The diameter of this one will be double 8.7, which is 17.4. times 132 out of 360 degrees in the circle. .142 times diameter, 17.4, times by 132, divide by 360. 20.046 to 3 decimal places. And one more question, and this one's a little bit tricky. Oh no, it's not too bad. It's 240, it's a reflex angle. Sometimes they give you this angle. Be careful with the angle they give you. You may need to work out the appropriate angle. But if we want the distance from here to here, then that is the angle which is appropriate. 240 is fine. So circumference equals pi times diameter times by this angle 240 out of 360. We've got more than half the circle there. That fraction there is more than half. The diameter of this circle is 17 centimetres from there to there. Double 17 is 34, is the diameter of the circle. Work our answer on the calculator. times 240 divided by 360 equals 71.219 to 3 decimal places. Centimetres to the unit's the answer. You may notice when I was doing those calculations, I did this all in one long step on my calculator. Now, generally speaking, if a question is all multiplication and division, it's okay to do it as one step on your calculator. The tricky bit is when your question involves things like multiplication and addition, or multiplication and subtraction in the one question. Then you have to be very careful. Then it may be best to use brackets or to do little bits of your question in separate goes. No problem if it's all multiplication and division.